Class, today we're going to look at the data representation. Last time we said that data has to be collected and do what representation and do the analysis of that data. So whenever we have the data, we want to analyze it. We can represent it in different formats. In this format, we are saying that data needs to be to be analyzed, or we can represent it in different formats. So we have got different methods we can use to represent data. One of those methods that are being used to represent data, we have got one bar graph. We have got bar graph. Two, we have another method that is being used to represent data, which is the histograms. Histograms. Then three, we also have got another form of the data which we are used to represent another data. We also have got the frequency polygons. We have the frequency polygons. Then another number one is Ogives. So all these methods which we have determines which one method can we use. So we said that data can become in different forms. That we can have the data as grouped or ungrouped data. So we've got the ungrouped data, Then also you've got the grouped data. So depending on the method or the data which you have, so you have to decide which one suits the best for your representation. So first of all, we want to look at the bar graph. Bar graph, so the first one is a bar graph. Number one is a bar graph. What do we have a bar graph? A bar graph usually is used to represent ungrouped data. Used to represent ungrouped data. So whenever you have ungrouped data, you can come up with a bar graph so that you can also able to see it, which type of information which you have. So in a bar graph, what we can now do is that we are able also to tell to compare the usually in a bar graph, one of the most easiest things in analysis is the model, the mode of the data. So we have got the mode of the data that we are able to tell straight away from a bar graph. Okay. So in a bar graph, you have your information which you have. So if you have your information you have, now we are going to construct a table or a graph that we have got the x-axis and the y-axis. Then you can insert your data. So in the x-axis, we have got you have to come up with a graph. We can say that we have the x-axis. So in the x-axis, in the y-axis, you are going to have the frequency. Then this one you are going to have the class or the information being represented. So in this information, you are saying that the information now you can now able to construct the bar graph. So what you do now that in the x-axis you have to come up with a scale. And also in the y-axis, you come up with a scale that how can I make sure that my data can fit in this plane. So we have got a simple example which you are going to use to illustrate how we come up with a bar graph and able to analyze the information. So we want to look at the first of all, which is a bar graph example, which is page 249 on our textbook. The information which we have is saying It's saying that I'm going to set this on a graph. You say that in a class, in a geography class, Right, this is our information that we have, that we have the data, that we have the student marks that are being compiled, the road out of what? Out of 10. So first of all, now we can come up with a table. So we need to formulate what? A frequency table. So we draw a frequency table. So in a frequency table, now what we say now, we go to 1. We now say that we have the marks of the students. What we get, what was the marks of the students in the class of the students? That we have the class of the what? Students. So in a frequency table, we are saying that we have this first column. Frequency table, we have got this one column. Marks of the students. Out of what? Out of 10. Then we have got the frequency. Right. First one, what was it? It was 0. We have a 0 student. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That is our marks now. So it means in this category we are saying that if we have got a student who got 0, I will have a student who got 0 here on this table. We got what? 0. We have what? 0. How many students got 1? We got what? 1. How many students got 2? 1, 2. Another one. 1, 2. Do we have another student with 0, 2? Only got 2. Then we got students who got 3. How many students who got 3? We got what? 0. Then we got students who got 4. 4 got 1. Another 4. We got 2. So it means we got what? 2. Then students who got 5. How many students who got 5? We got what? 1. They got the 1. Then how many students who got 6? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6 means we got what? 6. Then how many students who got 7? Students with 7, we got this one, we got how many students with the 7? We got 1, 2, 3. Then we got the students 0, 3. Then students with 8. What was students with 8? We got 1, 2, and what? 2. 2. Then students with 9. How many students with 9? We got 1, 2, 3. We got students what? 3. Then students with 10. We got what? 1, 2. So it means now this is our data. That we have now come up with the frequency of those what? Students and their class. Means every student we got 0, don't have 0. Then we got 1, we got 2, 2, got 2. 3 we got what? 2. So we are now able to calculate our graph from 1. Then from there now you can come up with what? With your bar graph. So in a bar graph, one of the things that you need to have, you need to have the heading of the graph. What is the graph saying? That we now have the graph. In this graph we are saying that what are we going to have as our data? What is going to be the heading of this bar graph? So in this bar graph, we have got the students, the frequency of the students, and the marks of the students. So we now have got then we said that geography test is our heading. Geography test. Out of what? Out of 10. That will be our student. Then we have got geography test out of 10. Then what we get in the x-axis, that's when we put what? Our frequency. We have draw our frequency and we have the frequency. Then on the y-axis what we get? Then we have got the marks out of 10. Right? Then what we get? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, what? And 10. Then in the x-axis, what we get?